Hello and welcome back to SirKentSaid.com. Yes, that is coffee. It is in the morning. I am re-recording this video because Capwing that I used to edit my videos shit the bed earlier this week. That's why I wasn't able to get my videos out normally. So I'm recording this Thursday and I'm going to post it Friday. Before I get into this week's review, I want to send a shout out to Charlie B over at the CBS Reviews. He usually does electronic reviews. He mixes little fruity ass drinks. He does movie reviews and he streams games. He is on the cusp of getting 2,000 followers. He's been doing this for like 5 minutes. He's about to hit 2,000. I've been doing this for years. I've got 222. Bully for him. But seriously, he's a cool cat. A lot of fun. The lack of profanity kind of drives me nuts, but you really should go check him out. And now, to this week's review of Mission Impossible. But before I do that, I want to talk about the man behind the series, Tom Cruise himself. Now, despite the whole church thing and marrying a younger wife every 10 years, I want to talk about being a true movie star and using your power for good, which is exactly what he has done. This is a guy who fought Paramount for 2 years to sit on the last Maverick, Top Gun Maverick movie, because they wanted to release it to streaming, and he's like, I own a production company, so you can go tie your dick in a knot. And he sat on that movie for 2 years, and when they're finally able to put it in theaters, it literally saved the movie theater industry. This is a guy who realizes that he's not a monolith. He cannot do it by himself. So he surrounds himself with like-minded people who have a passion and knowledge for the movie industry, especially shooting things in a way that are meant to be seen on IMAX. He knows everybody on his staff, except for that one incident where he was cussing out some workers during the last Mission Impossible, which, let's be honest, who ain't cussed out a co-worker? Who ain't caught a co-worker in the bathroom and whooped his ass? Not saying that I have. And he is also willing to uplift others with that stardom that he has. Remember, he was on a premiere with movie tickets in one hand to Sinners. He was shown hugging and being supportive of Creed for Sinners and Coogler for directing that movie. He uses his power for good for the sake of the movie industry. Now, having said that, I am sick and tired of old, rich, white guys crying, well, what are we going to do to make people come back to the theater? Because as good as Tom Cruise is, as good as his product is, he's only one guy. He can only do so much. Chain movie theaters as a whole, y'all bitches need to up your game. And one thing I can say right now, booze bitches, and I don't mean no Bud or no Coors. I'm talking crap. I'm going to compare this to the iPic chain, iPic theater chain, who only their greatest fault is they don't have any in Michigan, Illinois, or something like that. But they got 2 in Texas and 1 in Florida. They have a full bar. They have a real kitchen where people are like cooking shit. It's not everything coming out of a microwave. The reclining leather seats with a neck pillow and a little binky. Why can't y'all do that? I mean, even if you can't do it in all of your theaters, get some egghead, do the numbers and the calculations in your most popular theaters in each state. You should be doing that if you want to bring people back. The thing about iPick and the thing about Tom Cruise is when he makes a movie, it's an event. When I go to a movie theater, I want it to be a night out like the iPick. And that's something I'm looking at you, Regal. Movie theater chains need to understand. Now, I spent 6 minutes ranting and raving. Let's get to the movie. Mission Impossible is a direct follow-up to the last movie. One of the problems I had with it was there was a lot of exposition. If you are a fan, you can pretty much figure out what's going on. And I think damn near everybody in that movie theater has, especially the recent Mission Impossibles, are up to speed. You didn't have to explain as much as you did. One of the things I always love about these movies, they feel huge. They feel gigantic. The world seems so large, and it's very, very good. It's engrossing. One of the things that I loved about it, at one point they were explaining the crimes that Ethan has committed, and he's sitting there shaking his head, yeah. And at one point he goes, "Wait a minute, wait, yeah, I did that too, yeah." That shit was kind of funny. We lose a legacy character again, just like in the last movie. I won't say who it is, but this character goes out like a gangster. He goes out like a boss, saving people. All in all, I will say this. You definitely need to go into the movie theaters and support this. Find a good theater in your area. And I will always, always, always say this and preach this. Work your ass some OT. And if you can, some people live in apartments. I don't know. If you can, get a serious screen and a serious surround sound or a really, really good sound bar. Out of my 10 rating, I'm going to give this an 8. The only reason it's not a 9 or a 10 is because no titties and not a lot of blood. Still, it's very, very PG-13. So, those are my thoughts, and I'll see you on the other side.